What's up, guys? CryptoSavy here. I have to get rid of that real quick. There we go. So what's happening, man? Let me open up chat here. What's happening? Colonel Crypto Eternal. Waiting is like being early in the cinema. Good morning, Michael. Everybody seems to be talking about the Bitcoin selling for 24,000 in Iran. If you guys checked this, this is why I don't like following any of this crypto news crap. They blow everything out of proportion. They did update, as you can see, updated and explained why it's not really selling for 24,000 like people are talking about. So make sure you guys just be careful what you listen to. I mean, a lot of crap, you know, the real news is fake if you ask me. And then when you get into crypto news, it's 10 times worse. Local Bitcoin's estimate, correct. Good to see you, D. Sager. What's up, Clawhead? Yeah, make sure you smash the likes, guys. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin, just see what's going on right now. On the monthly, as you can see, we still are in between the 21 and the 13 EMA. Let's go over to the weekly. And the weekly does look like a hammer candle forming. We'll see how it ends up. Let's go into the daily real quick. We're going to zoom in here. And as you can see, the white line I have down here, we had this bear trap fall through right here. And I'll take a look in the 4 hour. That may have not been a bear trap. It may have actually been. Let's zoom out a little bit. If you look at the red lines, it could actually be a falling wedge. So we have to keep that in mind most definitely. But yeah, the measured move, if we were to break up out of here, guys, would be, this is on the daily. So we would obviously, if we did break up here, we're going to have resistance around the 70, 75, 50 range. But we are above the 21, 13, and 8 EMA right here on the daily. So also I want to look at the RSI. As you guys know, I like my RSI. As you can see, we had a falling wedge here. We broke out of in the daily. And it looks like we've come back down to test for support. Let's see what happens there. If we did a measured move of the break of this, would get us up in, right up in this range. But obviously, if we break this, we could be coming up to test this rising channel. So keep that in mind. Also, we've been keeping an eye on this in the Discord. If you belong to the Discord, let's get into the chat for a second. Hello again from London. What's up, MH? Shows crypto works, though. Yes, it does. Grant Gilmore. Why would you pay $24K when you have access to any exchange via the internet? They don't have access to any exchange over there. Good morning, R squared. Good morning, Clawhead. Michael, any Iranians holding Bitcoin in that area could profit, but there is no access for anyone else, such as life. Jason Lee, hey Savy, checking in once again from the UK. What's up, brother? Argentina, 9,000 per Bitcoin. MH, like, shame there is no love button to smash. Thanks, man. Hedge against any currency, period. Good idea. MH, hey Jason, whereabouts in UK do you live? Oh. So anyways, what's up, JPY? Good morning. Good morning, Spa. Hello, Mehmet Khan? Is that how you pronounce it? Sorry if I murdered it. It is early in the morning here, guys. Bear with me. So anyways, we're getting resistance right now. If you guys watched yesterday, I had this target of 7404. We almost hit it. We hit 7402. Next target, if we do break this area, guys, and right now this area is going to be around the 7,400. If we do break that, I'm looking for the 75 75, 80 range, somewhere in there. And if that is to break, then 8100 would be my target. But like I said, if you belong to the Discord, you know I've been following this. And looking at the red rising channel, which we are still within. Then we had a falling channel here. We did pop out of it in the 4 hour and came down to test it for support. If that does hold, I believe we continue up, possibly to test the top of this channel, which would most likely be around between the 7700 and 8100, depending on how the RSI moves there. But if we do break down back below this and close a 4 hour below it, then that's going to be bearish, guys. Morning, Mark. What's up, Merrick? So anyways, yeah, that's what I'm looking at now. Let's go into the smaller time frames just to see what that looks like. See if we can find anything in there. I did point out in the Discord this morning also that we do have hidden bullish divergence right here. Let me thicken that line so you guys can see it. But we're getting higher lows right here, and if we go down here, we are getting slightly lower lows in the RSI. So that is hidden bullish divergence. It can be erased if we have, you know, a dump here. We'll see what happens. Hold on 1 second, guys. If you guys didn't notice, I seen a lot of people yesterday got angry because I started a membership. Guys, you don't have to join the membership. It's right here, the join button down below. You don't have to join that. I'm still going to be doing all the same content for free that I always do. I'm just going to add a little more for the members. There's some spiffs in there. You can check it out if you want. But I'm not, you know, I'm not changing anything I do. Still have the free Discord. There will be a private Discord chat for the members, but other than that, I mean, I'm just gearing that towards keeping the trolls out and stuff, especially in the private Discord channel, so focused traders can actually communicate and talk to each other and look at entries and exits and actually make a plan without all the, you know, guessing and other crazy stuff that goes on. Not that that is bad, but I just want a more focused part. Michael said, how dare you try to be an entrepreneur? You know, I've talked about this before. I could shill a bunch of shit projects to you guys and make money from them. I don't want to do that. I could also make some trading courses and sell you those for outrageous amounts of money. I'm not going to do that. Just trying to stay legit, guys. As you guys know, I promote my wife's webpage, inkyorimage.com. There's a link to that below. I use affiliate links to make a little bit of money. I got a Bybit link down there. I have tons of links down there. If you guys check them out, a lot of them I have some bonuses or free crypto or other stuff that will help you out also. So anyways, enough of that. Spa. Hi, Savy. I chart on the XBT USD chart, BitMEX. What chart do you prefer for BTC and why? I prefer COINBASE because it's the most true to the US dollar, in my opinion. There's a lot of people with a lot of different opinions, but that is mine. Also, let's go into the 15-minute real quick, guys. Excuse me. The 15-minute has dropped below the EMAs here. Let's see if it continues. May get a drop all the way down towards the 7250 possible. Let's see what happens. But yeah, I do that. But if you are trading, I suggest you trade with that exchange chart because not all exchanges are the same. So it depends on what you're doing. For charting on here, I use the COINBASE charts on TradingView just because I think that's the most true to the US dollar. Weeds Monk, how familiar are you with ByDAO? I looked into ByDAO. I actually got into ByDAO. I don't know that. For those of you that know this channel, I do not like any of the projects. Nothing has proven to be worthy yet, so I am not messing with any of it. I believe it's all exit scams to buy more Bitcoin for the people that make the stuff. So That's my opinion. Doesn't have to be yours. Volume is still too low for my liking. Jason, it's the weekend though. They can use that low volume to do whatever they want. But if we take let's take a look here real quick to what's going on as of right now. If we look at this break, we do a measured move, which it is falling right now, and we go from the break here. Yeah, we could be looking to come down to the 72.70 to the 72.50 range, possibly right now. But we would have to break this low here first at 72.92. We'll see what happens. Notice my my Bitcoin quote. So we're dropping now. Let's see where it goes, guys. Excuse me. Litecoin to at least 1,000 euro this year. Definitely a possibility, man. Definitely a possibility. Let's take a look at the Dow Industrial real quick. As you guys know, I had put some targets on this, but I was showing you guys yesterday. I mean, let me take this stuff off here real quick. How high can they push this thing? I guess as high as they want, as long as they print money. But, you know, they called Bitcoin a bubble. Look at the Dow Jones Industrial. That is a bubble. This is on the monthly chart for those of you that didn't know. And I do have some measured moves here. 32,600 to 35,300. Let's look at gold. Gold actually doesn't look bad, but it is showing some bearish divergence here, but that can be erased. We have almost hit our first target of 1556 here, and that would be using the measured move of this channel, just measuring the width of the channel, putting it up to where it broke out. That gets us to the 1550, 1560 range. The next one would be measuring from this breakout right here. We put the measured move there, put it over here to the breakout, gets us to about the 1584. And then if we look at the big picture, and guys, it doesn't mean it's going to go straight up. We are looking at the daily for one thing. This could be months, months, and months. But if we measure this, the whole thing as a flagpole here, measure the breakout move, 17,041 area. That's my predictions for gold if we continue up from here. Keep in mind, we could come all the way back down, retest this 200 EMA at 1450 range if this doesn't hold. Let's look at silver. Silver, the same thing. Pretty interesting, guys. As you guys know, I drew this neckline right here, which I drew in Adam and Eve, which is a possibility if we break this $20.70 zone, somewhere in there, $21 maybe. If we do break that, we could be looking at a nice rise in silver. And let's look first at this as a, zoom in a little bit, looking at this as a falling wedge. Take the measured move of the falling wedge here, bringing it up to the breakout. About 1970 would be that measured move. And then if we looked at this whole thing here as a flagpole, the measured move off that would be right around the 2214, which would get us above this neckline. And then if we come back down, test it for support, for verification, and continue up, the measured move of this Adam and Eve on silver would be right around 2775 area. We'll see what happens. That's what I was looking at there. Let's take a look at the news real quick. We already talked about the fake news, which they came back. Let's just read the headlines. Why the Bitcoin price could hit 50,000 in 2020. While Bitcoin price was on a decline for the second half of 2019, the reality is crypto asset roughly doubled in value in 2019. Yeah, people fail to see that. But anyways, Bitcoin jumps 5%, gaining with gold after U.S. kills top drone strike, killed top Iranian military commander. Burger King Venezuela starts Bitcoin payments in first of 40. What digital currency are 2020 predictions for Bitcoin? Bitcoin rebounds sharply after U.S. strike on Iran's oil. U.S. blah, blah, blah. Anyways, let's look at the longs versus shorts. Bitfinex, still crazy longs, almost 90% longs, 10% shorts. BitMEX, 52% longs, 48% shorts. Binance, 40% longs, 60% short. All right, what's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin is probably going to drop a little more. Like I said, between the 72.70 and 72.50 range, I would expect a bounce here. We'll see what happens. We are, well, let's go into the 1 hour real quick, see what that looks like. And I will come back in the chat here in a minute. But yeah, we're still making bearish divergence here, or hidden bullish divergence, I'm sorry. See if it pops up, see if that takes effect. Savy, some leveled traders that I follow use the 3-day and 2-day chart for Bitcoin. What are your thoughts about that? Yeah, people use that for longer term trading for sure. That's what I like most is swing trading. I've been dabbling in a lot of smaller trades and scalp trades lately, but yeah, it all depends on how many people are trading off that for it to work. But yeah, longer swing traders use those for sure. Colonel Crypto, appreciate your medals and Dow chart savvy. Thanks, man. What's up, Cindy? Good morning. How is everything? Could this possibly be, let's look at this in the 1 hour. Could this possibly be a bull flag? It possibly could. It looks like it already broke down though if I was to look at that. Nah, it still could be. Keep a close eye on this, guys. Obviously, this is a no trading zone, unless you're scalp trading. But it's a no trading zone, especially if you're new to trading. Until we have a break of major support or resistance. So yeah, that could be it's a symmetrical triangle there. It could be a bull flag. Let's look at measured move if we broke down. Measured move if we broke down would be around $71.28. If we break up, would be around the 75.18 level, which would coincide with a lot of this support and resistance across here. Tommy Crypto Newbie, what's up? Rachel, do you trade Binance? No, I don't trade Binance. Johnny, greetings. Let's see what happens. I'll stick around here for a little while and see what happens. Oh yeah, don't forget, stick around to the end. I will be doing the free t-shirt giveaway. It's Sunday, and I'll pick a random comment from a random video throughout the week, and you'll have 24 hours to get at me in my email or Discord if you belong to that to claim your t-shirt, and I'll send it out to you. What do you think about Electroneum? I think everybody in here, or most of the people in here, know my stance on, on those coins. Nothing has proven to me that it's not a scam yet in any of these projects. I've been watching Litecoin this morning. Not surprised it's dropping again after hitting resistance last night. Happy New Year, Mark. Happy New Year, Mike. I'm sorry. Let's look at Litecoin. Looking at Litecoin on the daily. Still getting support on the 21 EMA as of right now. I do have this target of 43.30, and I'll show you why in the 4 hour. Also have a target a 45.62. This is the daily chart, guys, so nothing's to say we go straight up today. But if we look at the RSI in that, we are still in this yellow falling channel. And then I also have this white broadening wedge within here. If we do come up to test the top of this channel, I believe that'll be around the 45.62 range, which will coincide with the 55 EMA here. Let's go into the 4 hour. And again, guys, this is Litecoin if you can't see, but in the 4 hour, as you can see, I have a broadening wedge here. We broke back in this trend line that I had off of these touches down here. We broke back down here, so we'll see what happens, but I think we're most likely going to come up and test the top of this again, which would also line up with around that 43.30, which is around the 200 EMA on the 4 hour. Possibly, like I said, in the next few days, we could get up to 45.62 area. But that's what I'm looking at in Litecoin. The bottom of this trend right here would most likely be this 39.15. As you can see, this trend line here and trend line here, rising channel. If that was to break, you know, then we'd be looking at the lower lows, $32 range. But if it is to get a bounce here and continue up, we could be all right. But definitely watch that 39.15 area, guys. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Bear with me, it's early. I usually sleep in a little bit more on Sundays, but everything moves when Bitcoin moves. That is true. Mad and cracked. Random comment. Random response, brother. Just so you guys know, Mad and Cracked always leaves a random comment for me, which I totally appreciate. Guys, when you watch the morning updates, obviously the lives hit the thumbs up, but when you watch the updates, if you guys leave comments, it really helps the channel out. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I do daily updates every single morning. Usually it's not live, it's just a recorded video, but I do daily updates every single morning. Is it Saturday? It is Saturday. Damn, so there's no t-shirt giveaway until tomorrow. Shit. I'm feeling a little under the weather, guys. I didn't work yesterday. That is why I believed it was Sunday. My bad. That's why I'm still wearing the same shirt I wore yesterday. I've been thinking getting a touch of the flu or something. Simlane, rest in peace. Who you talking to there, buddy? The Simlane. Never heard of it. But as you can see, I still believe we are seeing hidden bullish divergence here. Higher highs in the price action, lower highs, or I'm sorry, higher lows in the price action, lower lows in the RSI. Johnny, do you have a personal training program to learn trading? No, I don't have a personal program set up. And reason being, everybody trades different, has different goals. I did set up a membership though, and we will have private live streams when moves are happening. Kind of walk through them. Also, there's a private chat within our free Discord that only members will be allowed. And you can check right here. There's a join button on my page or under the video. You can check it out, see what I have to offer there. But basically, I give all the same information I've always done is going to be free. My morning updates, live streams once in a while, although the members will get more in-depth live streams. And on the members chat within the Discord, there is going to be, you know, more detailed, more focused on actual people trading. So, but yeah, that is that. Let me go. Make sure you smash the likes, guys. That definitely helps. Although there's not been a whole lot of interest in Bitcoin because of the price action lately. So YouTube views have been way down for everybody. I'm starting to believe I may be shadow banned because don't like not getting in front of any new viewers. Tommy Crypto Newbie, love to have one of those lovely t-shirts and parade it. One way of public awareness. You can also go to my wife's webpage. There's a link to it down below, inkyorimage.com. Lots of t-shirts. There's also long sleeve t-shirts, hoodies, keychains, a lot of other stuff that's not listed there. She can put any crypto you want, any design, any saying or whatnot. And it's not cheap vinyl, iron-on, none of that crap. It's actually quality stuff. Dirksy. What the hell, Savvy? You don't sleep or what? Haha. Morning, fellow Bitcoiners. What's up, Dirksy? How you doing, man? Yeah, there is. Like I said, there's a link to it below in the description, Tommy. So Bitcoin's bounced off that line there. Let's see if it continues real quick. Just see what that shows us possible. Remember, this is the 1 hour chart. So say we popped out over here, which keep in mind, guys, we could pop down and we do have that target of 71.28 if we pop down. But if we pop up, I'm going to go ahead and put a target here. This is definitely a possibility. But until there's confirmation and we actually break that, 7,800, right in that range. Let's see what happens. Definitely could be. No problem, Tom. Google, whoops, excuse me. Sorry, guys. Google loves the politically correct. What's up, Privateer? Mama Bear, always wake up with Savvy. You're always the first here for us. Thank you. Right on. I'm glad you always tune in. Just make sure you always hit the likes. And the reason I say that so much, a lot of people watch videos. I'm guilty of it too. And do not hit the like button. But if you just take a second out, hit the like button. It doesn't cost you anything. And it really helps all the people creating content, all the influencers and whatnot. It really helps. If you like their channel, give it a thumbs up. And definitely when you're watching videos, especially pre-recorded, make sure you comment, guys. That helps more than you know. If you know, it doesn't cost you anything. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you like it. How many people are in here? Chat seems kind of dead. Let's see. Excuse me. 104. Is that correct? What's up, Jacob? Greetings. 105 viewers and 63 likes. Take 1 second out, guys. Hit the like button. I do appreciate that. It's not that difficult. Dang it. Hold on a second here, guys. I am trying to fix this up. There we go. All right, so are we going to get a push down out of this, or are we going to push up? We'll probably know within the next couple hours. Jason Lee, is there a space for graphic designers within crypto? I've accepted crypto as payment for a while, but wondered what demand is for crypto design and merch. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of opportunity in crypto. But the graphic designs, probably, I don't know, a lot of these guys like to pay for people to make their thumbnails and stuff like that. I mean, that's a way to get into it anyway and start meeting people. What's up, Eric? Hey, Danielle. Savvy, I was reading that it was easier to move the price from 0 to 20,000 than 20,000 to 40,000. It will be a harder move. Definitely possible, but I mean, you could take that from back here too. I'm sure they were saying that getting above 3,000 and 5,000 was harder than going down, and it went up. So you just got to watch what you take. I mean, everybody has an opinion, and not everybody's going to be right all the time, period. That's just how it is. I mean, if anybody was going to be right all the time and knew the market, they'd be a billionaire, and it wouldn't matter what anybody thought because they would know, but they don't. All we can do, and you got to remember too, Bitcoin is still a speculative asset. Although there are true believers like myself that I really believe in Bitcoin 100%. But yeah, there's a lot of doubters out there still. There's people that don't. Most of the doubters are people that don't take the time to do any research and don't understand it because they just don't want to learn or can't learn. What time is it? It is 8:16. Blessed afternoon, everyone. Bitcoin forever. What's up, Michael Watson? Derek, what's up, man? Dirk C, sorry if I missed anything. Had to sneak out of bed to put headphones in. Don't want to wake Mama Bear. I know how that is, man. Derek, do you agree with the inverse head and shoulders theory? And if so, do you see it ending around 8K? The one I was talking about forever, actually, it really doesn't look like an inverse head and shoulders anymore. I guess you could look at it as a bigger one, which is possible, and it would be higher than 8K. That would be more towards the 8,600, somewhere in that area, but we'll have to see. Colonel Crypto, 6,000 to 6,500. You may be right. We'll see. What's up, Ramdev? How are you? Yeah, it is messy looking. I don't think so. I wouldn't count on it for sure. We are back above the 21 EMA on the 1 hour. See if we can continue up from here. Thanks, Michael. I appreciate that. Looks like it's forming a complex inverse head and shoulder. That's a complex inverse head and shoulder forming. Never heard of a complex inverse head and shoulders, but okay. Bitcoin looks like it needs a kick in the arse to the moon. Yeah, it's a ready thing. Let's see what happens here. Are we going to pop back down through this support, or are we going to pop up through this resistance? But keep in mind, guys, if we do, this was our target that already hit. So I'm going to move that over to here. I'd be looking for resistance around 73.80 if we do break up out of this support here, or out of this resistance. Smizzle, good morning. My kitchen flooded. Bitcoin needs to pump hard right now. If anyone's putting money into anything that they can't afford, I mean, be careful. That's how people get wrecked. I mean, your emotion will be way too involved at that point. And I'm sorry to hear about your kitchen, Smizzle. DJ Blind Faith, we're popping up. I feel it in my bones. Why is it that when I buy the dip a few hours later, it feels like the top? It's mainly used in traditional markets. It's a bullish signal, though. Gotcha, culture. Like I said, I've never heard of it. Not a complex like that. I've heard of a lot of complex corrections and stuff, but never that. Shavar, Savy, how's come you want people to do research on Bitcoin, but you won't do research on other project? Bitcoin is not the only currency. I have BTC, XRP, and BET. I do research on them, and they have proved nothing. And I believe they're centralized because if there's anybody creating and in control of something, it's centralized. Bitcoin does not have anybody controlling it other than the people within it. So that's why I don't believe in other projects, and I will not until I've been proven different. But yeah, they're centralized. Anyone that's created these coins has a shitload of them, and they can dump them on you at any time. So I do not believe in it. And you can argue that Satoshi can dump his coins. If he was going to dump them, he would have dumped them, period. If there is a Satoshi. And those of you that watch my channel and have watched for a while know my theory behind that. I'm not going to go into it right now. People are looking for the next Bitcoin. Exactly. And they prey on them people. Take their money so they have more money to buy Bitcoin. That is my theory. Doesn't have to be yours. Washing machine hose popped off during cycle. Oh, that sucks, brother. Some other projects will work, but Bitcoin will always be digital gold. Yeah, and that's the other thing. I believe anything competing with Bitcoin is most likely going to fail. That's why I believe in Litecoin. It doesn't compete with Bitcoin. It rides right along with it. And that is why I believe so much in Bitcoin and Litecoin. These are my opinions. They don't have to be yours. I'm just telling you my opinions. I'm not telling you what to do, what to buy, what not to buy. I'm strictly giving you my ideas. Clean some of this crap up. Electrostatic, all in Litecoin from the beginning. It's cool. I got a state farm on it. Deductible sucks though, for sure. The sucky thing about insurance is, like you said, you got to pay a deductible. But the sucky thing I don't understand is if you look at all the money you paid into insurance, you know, if you would have just put that money in the bank, usually, not always, but that money would more than cover whatever problem you're having. That's what it sucks. Ramdev, Dabby, Savy, your videos are really informative and perfect prediction. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. But they're not always perfect. Crypto Ted, Mac, PC, Apple, Android, Google, Yahoo, Pepsi, Coke. There's only ever two giants. That's true, Crypto Ted. Like I said, I look at other projects as penny stocks. As you guys know, that's where I came from, penny stocks, a few years back, and that's how I look at it. I look at the other ones as penny stocks. People are going to pump and dump and put their money into the real market, which is Bitcoin and Litecoin in this case. I know a lot of people believe in Ethereum, but I don't know. I don't know that I believe in Ethereum at all. And yes, I've done research, but it looks like they're having more problems than anything else. So, and I know a lot of people are pushing Ethereum right now. They probably have huge bags, but like I said, I'm not down talking it. But you know, I don't know. Believe what you will. Everybody's going to have different opinions. That's just how it is. Insurance thing is a failure economic creation, right? As far as gains in the next cycle, yes, plenty of opportunity, but plenty of risk to melt your head also. G the Maggot, come on, Savvy, I want to know what you think about Satoshi. Go look for it in videos. I'm not going to go over it and get into a discussion about it right now. A lot of the people in here already know how I feel about it. As long as you don't hold coins and actually learn how to swing or day trade, you'll always make money. Yeah, especially the altcoins. You know, a lot of people try to push them and sell them as good projects with a great opportunity and whatnot. That's where you'll get wrecked holding on to them things. If they're already pumped, I wouldn't get in them. If they're at what you think to be the bottom, get in and then dump them as soon as you make some gains. Do I consume THC? No, I don't, man. Culture shock, just swing trade or day trade. Don't hold in this market yet unless you're sure we are in a bull trend. I don't necessarily agree with that culture. I stack my Bitcoin and Litecoin, and I will continue to. But I do trade also. Dan T, agree to disagree. For sure. Not everybody's going to think the same, man. That's just how it is. Like I said, I tell you my my thoughts. They don't have to be yours. Dirksy, I consume Bitcoin and Litecoin. Same, man. Derek, I failed on the state of the green resolution. Ah, bummer, man. Welcome to the trading world. Dirksy, I am more and more believing Litecoin could be baby stepping towards BTC pricing. It's a possibility. I mean, we've seen how hold on a second. We've seen how Litecoin led us out of the bear market. Whether people like to admit that or not, it happened. Trying to line these up, guys. Sorry. Keep the rants coming, Savvy. Love it. Yeah, I'll rant when need be. And a lot of them rants are towards people that are trying to act like good people and calling other people out for shit when they do shit 10 times worse. And that's why I do it. If they shut up, I won't have to rant on them. They can do whatever they want. And, you know, if people get screwed by them, that's on them. But when they want to, they're screwing people and talk about other people, trying to call other people out for things that they're not even screwing people, then yeah, then I will jump up. And I don't understand why other YouTubers, maybe they just want to, you know, they're scared to say something, but I'm not. Like I said, I don't depend on my channel. I have a full-time job. I own a company and looking at owning another company here soon. So yeah, I don't depend on this like a lot of them guys. And maybe that's why they won't stand up for themselves. Go ahead, I share your thoughts about insurance, and it effing pisses me off. Yeah, the same with health insurance and all that, man. It's ridiculous. But it is what it is. They got us by the balls, right? Although, if you don't have a job, then you don't have to have health insurance, and they have to give you treatment. Joe, how's quitting smoking going? So far, so good. I've cheated a couple times, to be honest with you. I know you're big on Litecoin. I don't know a great deal about Litecoin. What piqued your interest? Bitcoin and Litecoin are a lot alike. Litecoin is basically Bitcoin with a little less security to get a little more speed. And if you've ever watched Charlie Lee explain it, like Litecoin is the silver to Bitcoin's gold. Or if you look at Bitcoin like a savings account and Litecoin like a checking account. That is the best way to look at it, and it makes a lot of sense. And like I said, it does not compete with Bitcoin. It's hand in hand with Bitcoin. So, and also, anything that changes in the code, they try it in Litecoin first, which gives Litecoin a lot of value because it protects Bitcoin. So if they put something in the code to Litecoin and then it doesn't work, they didn't put that risk into Bitcoin. So that's huge. That is a huge deal. Quitting tobacco is the hardest thing I ever done. Cold turkey. Yeah, Dan, it sucks. I've quit before, actually, for months, and one time for almost 2 years, and started again. Right on, Derek. Like I said, none of this is financial advice. This is always just my opinion and my views. If you don't like them, you don't have to. Everybody's entitled to their own way to look at things. Electrostatic, I like that. What do you do, Sav, company-wise? I own one company that makes chemicals for another company, and I actually run a a branch for a company. We do heavy equipment tires. I mean, giant tires, like in stone quarries and coal mines. You know, some of them range up to $50,000 a piece. So we maintain, I sell them. Our guys go out and change them. I used to change them for about 20, a little over 20 years. I was in a boom truck changing them before I started running this branch. So, but that is what I do. Crypto Ted, haha. Renee said if it goes up, Bitcoin will follow. Very important week for Bitcoin. Let's see if it holds the gains. Gold is on a heater. I think I know is one of the times we can tell our relatives about buying Bitcoin and not have them hate us for it in years to come. We're playing on this. I want to make sure I got those two lined up right, and I do. So we're still playing on this support line down here. Like I said, if the support breaks, let's go back into the 4-hour ones and just look at the EMAs there, see how they're looking. The EMAs are still nice and bullish there, guys. As you can see, the 8, the 13, and the 21 have crossed the 55 EMA there. Now, something I want to point out real quick on the RSI. What time is it? 8:32. So we have 2.5 hours before close. But as you can see, we broke out of this falling channel here. We came back down, tested it for support, and now we're back down on it again. We are breaking through. But guys, that, unless it closes inside this, if it closes back inside this channel, then it's bearish. This can suck back up, and I've explained that before. That RSI does not close with the wicks. It follows the body. So we still have 2.5 hours for this body to close back outside the channel. And if it does, that would have been just another test of support and most likely continue up from there. But like I said, if the 4-hour closes back within this channel, that could be bearish. Let's go back into the 1 hour, see if we're falling. It's definitely hammering away at that bottom support there. My top 3 obsessions. Xerxes generational buy is what the big boys are saying. Bitcoin, and I'm telling friends about it. Smizzle, yeah, I tell people about Bitcoin all the time, especially young people at the checkout, at places, and they work. Imagine how much of a difference it would make if we all did this once in a while. I do. I definitely do. Renee's entire industry is a good business. Trust me, I know. Right on, man. My top 3 obsessions: Litecoin, flat earth research, and Mandela effect. Interesting. Same here, Smizzle. I do penny stocks and see huge rewards long term for Bitcoin and say dollar cost average. That's definitely the safest bet. Dollar cost average. You hear it all the time. I know everybody sounds like a broken record, but it is the safest. Especially if you don't know how to trade. Derek said, I love that when I talk about Bitcoin, these guys, or these days, to people in general, they still don't see it. They're all of the mind. We will see. Let them all wait while we are the ones making gains. Yeah, you know, like I said, a lot of people won't take the time to understand it. They believe what the news says. So if the news says something bad, or they hear somebody say it's not worth anything, you know, that's laziness. That's what that is. People don't take the time out to research it, and it's pure laziness. Looks like we might be breaking down here, guys. Let me shrink this up a little bit. We are breaking down out of it right now. So we'll look for another test. We're breaking down. So if you had a short there, you'll probably be good to at least 72.50, possibly. Unless we are just making another support line down here. We'll keep an eye on it. But we definitely broke down from there. Let's see what happens. I love BTC stigma. Laziness with a nice mix of blind ignorance, right? It's popping back up. This could just be another spot for support. We'll see what happens. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Tick the notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos. Also, when you watch the daily updates in the morning, leave a comment, guys. It really helps the channel out, and I really appreciate that. Mad and cracked. I quit for 3 years and had nightmares about smoking. I'm back to smoking. That sucks, man. Good morning, Masked Ninja. Excuse me, guys. Let's go back over to Litecoin, see what Litecoin's doing. Same thing. I don't know if any of you ever watched my EMA tutorial, but I talked about, like, this is in the 4 hour. So I talked about when the 13, the 8, and the 21 cross the 55, like you see right here. I'm just going to go over this real quick. Once they've all crossed and we open and close a candle above them all, that's when you would enter a long. And I don't suggest high leverage, but I would not close that long unless all of them crossed back over again and we closed underneath it. That actually is a pretty good strategy. You'll never catch the top or the bottom, but usually probably 80% of the time that becomes profitable, especially in the 1 hour. But we do have a little reversal here in the 4 hour possibly. But we'll see. This is the first 2 hours of the 4 hour candle. If it's going to reverse, usually the second half of the 4 hour will pop back up. We'll see what happens. Smoking is the devil. Smoked for 5 years, but got a fever a couple weeks ago, which forced me to quit. Still going strong into 2020 smoke free. Right on, man. Sorry to hear you had to get the fever first, but electrostatic. Did you see the Bitcoin price in Iran? Yeah, we went over that. I'll show you real quick. If you look here, updated, they explain. That's why don't pay attention to what you see on these news, especially the coin news places. You think the real news is fake? This stuff is all manipulation news. All this stuff. If you read through this, it's not really selling for 24,000. It's a bunch of BS. So just so you know, check it out if you get time. Good morning, Cutie for Blockchain. How many people we got watching it, and are you guys hitting the likes? That is what I'm curious to see. 121 people watching, 92 likes. Take a second out, hit the like button. I would appreciate it very much. Dang it, what happened here? There we go. I should make some Bitcoin runs to Iraq. Try vaping. It's another habit, but at least evil. I don't want to do that either, man. I just don't want nicotine anymore. I'm getting older and I don't want to kill my heart any more than I already have. I did a lot of partying in my younger years. Probably did a lot of damage. All right, so should we make this the new bottom over here? I don't know. It looks like it broke. It looks like we'll probably, if we do come back down, test maybe this 0.618 again. I have spent the last 6 months studying charts and patterns. I know enough to know I'm not ready to trade, and I have learned a lot. Happy I started in near trend. Much education. Right. And the bear. I vape and have been for 2 years. Takes the edge off. Not all the other crap of cigs. Jeremy Mosier. It takes a lot of effort to really understand why Bitcoin has massive potential. Unfortunately, most people don't want to put forth the effort. Those people will wait for mainstream media's okay. Exactly. Exactly. I couldn't have said it better myself. Wick Liquor, Nick Salts are the one. Caution, Bitcoin makes you smoke. I guess it can if you get stressed, right? It actually doesn't look bad, guys. Like I said, if this 4 hour can close back whoops. That's Litecoin. Sorry about that. Let's go into the 4 hour Bitcoin. That's the 3 hour. Don't want that. 4 hour. So on the 4 hour, that has a ways to suck up. Like I said, guys, keep an eye on this. If you are charting, draw this falling channel right here. And we are down inside it, but we've seen it like last night, kept coming down here and then closing back above. If it closes down here, that's bearish. If it closes back within the channel. If we can close back up here and get a bounce, that is bullish. We'll probably know here pretty soon. We got Raid. Yo, Savy, what up, man? What's up, Raid? Is that how you say your name, or is it Raid? I am not sure, and I don't want to murder your name, but thanks a lot for the tip, man. It is much appreciated. Thank you very much, brother. Breeze, NXT, best vape. I don't want to talk about vape too much. Guys have got their channels demonetized over the vape stuff, so yeah. Bought more Litecoin last night. Buy more GBDC Monday. What's up, Steve? How you doing, man? Yeah. Yeah, pretty crazy. I guess a lot of them guys were making a lot of money doing the you know, a lot of those guys that were doing that had like millions of viewers, and they would do you know, test the product live and stuff and tell people how it was, and they were getting paid a lot of money. So YouTube banned them from, they demonetized them, and I don't know that they can even post about that stuff anymore yet. I'm not sure. YouTube astounds me with some of their decisions. Yeah, speaking of that, I did start a membership. It's the join button in my videos, and you guys can check it out. Like I said, you don't have to. All my content will still be free. I'm just adding a little more for the members. And the reason I decided to go with the membership instead of Patreon, rumor has it YouTube is gonna stop the Patreon links because their new members thing they have started. They used to make you have 30,000 subscribers. They do not anymore. So they want people to use it. And I didn't want to start a Patreon because they're most likely going to stop the Patreon links from working because they are now competing with their membership. That's why I started the membership. Check it out if you guys get a chance. Like I said, if you don't have the funds to do stuff like that, don't do it. Mostly it's going to be steered more towards, you know, the first one, there's a level 1. Basically, you get emojis and stuff you can use in live chat. That one's, I think, $2.99 or $3.99, I don't remember. There's a level 2 that'll, you also get that stuff plus live streams. We'll have private live streams for, you know, certain points in the market or whatnot. If something's happening, breaking news, whatever, that'll be private to the level 2 and level 3 guys. Level 3 will also have access to the private Discord chat, which we're going to have more focused on strictly trading and helping each other out, looking for entries and exits. So that's why I did it. Like I said, everything I do now is nothing's going to change. The Discord's still free. Everything I do now, I'm still going to do. I'm just adding a little bit more for the members. So Dirksy, yes. But like I said, everything we're doing now, that's all going to remain free. The Discord's still free. You know, I'm not changing anything that I do for free. I'm just going to add more for the members. That's it. And like I said, if you don't have the money, I don't expect anybody to join. Honestly, the best thing you can do for the channel if you want to support it is give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed. You tick your notification bell and leave comments every time you watch one of the videos. That is, you know, more than enough. $2.95 a month. Holy crap. That's taking Bitcoin away from me. I could sell you shit courses for, you know, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, or let you join my VIP for 3 months for a half a Bitcoin. Could do something like that, I guess. Or, you know, I could just show you crap projects and make a shitload of money off you. Irish Derek, when I get my sorry ass up to 1 Bitcoin saved, I will celebrate by joining as member level 3. Right on, man. Put Bitcoin long curves on your Bitcoin chart. Long-term Bitcoins, $55 November 2013 and December 2017 highs are pointing toward Bitcoin hitting 178 by June 22. I'll do that, not live though, Steve, but I will definitely check that out later. I just don't want to mess around with the charts right now. And you know, as in that way, the bigger view. Kind of just watching what's going on here right now. If we head up too much over the weekend, we'll have another CME gap. True. You know, that's definitely a possibility. And if we do, like I said, one of these times, and this may not be the time if we do create a gap, one of these gaps, I do believe sincerely that one of them is not going to close and it's going to trap a bunch of people and make them buy in higher eventually. I do believe they will use that to their benefit. And then them people that were waiting for the gap to fill will FOMO in, just pushing the price. Like I said, it may not happen this time. Bitcoin long curves indicator has opened my eyes to long term this week. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I've never used a long curves indicator. I've never even heard of it. Crypto tag, Crypto Kirby at LL. Yeah, and the other thing, guys, is, you know, the membership thing. The equipment that I buy to do this stuff and the time I take to do it, YouTube ad revenue does not cover that at all. I actually pay for programs, you know, monthly. One to do my YouTube thumbnails. I pay for YouTube Buddy, my Trading View, all that stuff. I pay a lot of stuff and I keep upgrading my equipment. So the membership will help set that cost, you know, off a little bit. Basically, that's what that's for. Shavar looking at charts. Many are in long. Yeah. It honestly does look like we may have a nice break to the upside here, guys. Like I said, the break of this 73.87, I would be bullish till at least 75.83, and 7,800 would just be a measured move if you looked at this as a flagpole and this being the bull flag. That's the measured move off it up there to the 7,800. So it's definitely, or actually, is that right? Yeah. And then I also have, show you real quick. We'll know in this 4-hour close where we're at with it, but there's also looking at, if you look at the red line here, like a falling wedge, if we did a measured move, we were to break up from here, that could get us all the way to the 8,100. I showed you guys that earlier. So we'll see what happens. I think it's a lot is going to be put on where this 4-hour closes, whether it closes the RSI, whether it closes inside this channel or back outside this channel. That is going to be a telltale, in my opinion. Isn't there a gap at 1,000? There's a gap at, I think, $12.63, I think it is. Is that the macro channel, Brody? That's a 4-hour channel, Brody. This is a 4-hour. And as you can see here, this one, this big one, the rising channel, which these falling channels were inside, this big one started back in November. And I do believe if we get back above here and get support on the top of this channel in this 4-hour close, we could be heading up to test the top of this bigger rising channel way up here, which would get us most likely, it could get us up to the 7,800 to the 8,100 range. That's what I'm looking at right now. We'll see what happens. Oh, 11,000. Yeah, there's a gap up there. Master of Disaster. Dirksy. He is a douche YouTuber. He really has nothing of substance except he talks trash. Yeah, and them guys, you know, they don't even give targets. You know, I put myself out there and actually give targets, bearish and bullish targets, that actually hit. They, you know, what I've noticed is they just give you a big area. They talk about it could go here, it could go here. Here's support, here's resistance. I mean, that's simple, guys. Like I said, a lot of people don't understand analysis, and they think that, you know, just because I say I'm bullish, that I'm saying it's going up. But if you guys watch my videos, you notice I give bullish and bearish case scenarios, and I give you areas to watch for break. So people that don't understand it are usually the trolls that sit and talk crap. So yeah, Dan T. G the Maggot. Yep, Kirby had 5,000 off me and lost me at 60K. I don't know that I quite understand what that means, but I'm assuming you say you lost money. I like trolling trolls. Smash the dislikes twice. Recession, I post my trades, buddy. Yeah, he posts his trades, and I've seen videos with people posting his trades and showing him at a loss last year and probably at one this year. He posts them to his VIP that he doesn't let you talk into, and if you do say something bad about him, he keeps your money and kicks you totally out anyway. He posts texts, not trades. Exactly. All he's doing is taking your money for his drugs and his lavish lifestyle. He does sound kind of sniffly all the time. I don't know. Just saying. But he doesn't. All he does is try to put fear in everyone. Say, you know, this is happening, this big move, but unless you want to get caught and don't know how to trade, join my VIP, watch my trades. That's the con man sales tactic, and so is that snapping the fingers and pounding the desk. That's all sales tactic. He's definitely a salesman. Used car salesman, maybe, I don't know. He goes long and short at the same time, shows the winner, oldest trick in the book. Victor, morning. Thank you, Savy, for the update. Have a great day, brother. Yeah, you too, man. Good salesman to newbies, for sure. We will be the Mooners. Here he diss. Hey, Kirby, suck it. Yeah, Kirby, I don't even think he understands Bitcoin either. I just think he's in it to scam people out of their money. That other guy, don't know his name, he always says with stupid voice, let's get this crypto. He does my head in. All right, let's see. We're about to go in the second half of the 4-hour candle. And a lot of times, if the first half was down, the second half will be up. Not all the time, but I've noticed a lot of times it is. Let's see what happens. I'll stick around for probably another 15 minutes, half hour, and see what happens here. G the Mega, I lost 60K, yeah, following Kirby, but I hit the bottom, or the button. Yeah, you did hit the button, but like I said, anyone that's actually following somebody's trades, you're gonna get wrecked. Period. And a lot of times, like if I post a trade, I may change stuff within that trade, and I don't have time to tell people. That's why I suggest nobody follows anybody's trades. You can follow people, learn how to look for setups, learn how to read charts, stuff like that. But to actually take calls or take signal calls, any of that stuff, that's if you're relying on that, you're gonna get wrecked. All good, Maggot. Hopefully the market swings in your favor. Is Bitcoin Fund Manager still scamming people? Probably. I haven't heard from them. I don't really watch any other YouTubers anymore. Very few. I watch a little bit of Bitcoin Ben. I watch CryptoSavy. It's pretty much about it. Cryptos R Us once in a while, but he's a little too into the alts for me. Not sure why everybody's hating. He called many short calls on the way down for 14K when everybody's screaming moon. If you watch back at his videos recession, he called short, he called long, he called short, he called long. He changes videos every other day. Come on, man. No, I don't, Raid. I used to trade penny stocks, but I do not trade stocks. I may get back into that sometime, but like I said, I work full-time, so if I become, full-time into this stuff, possibly, but as of now, no, I do not. The guy asked only 0.25 Bitcoin per month for some signals. 0.25 per month. Wow. And it stays at 0.25. Actually, I think it's 0.3, not 0.25. Yeah, he was. Also, if you watched him in the beginning, and I don't want to talk bad, but I'm just saying this guy's backing him up. But he was calling short from 32, 35, 45, kept saying lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. It's going down to the abyss, crypto abyss. He was saying that all the way to like 7,000. Edward Park, very confident the bottom is in. Me too, man. Yeah, me too. Thanks for that, G the Maggot. Dirk C charges Savy's charging $295. It's outrageous. I do too, and I agree with Steven and Edward, and I've showed you guys why, and I will go over that real quick. Reason being, I think this was a stop hunt down here. This was our bottom of the correction, in my opinion. I could be wrong, and I do have a target down as low as 50, actually as low as 47.61. If that happens, that would be in the end of February, but the 0.5 or the 0.786 on the Fibonacci retracement here is 5,400. But I do believe that this here was a stop point. It did not stay down here long. It came down enough to either liquidate or catch stops and run back up. And anybody that was long here would have had their stops just below here. And that's right where that hit. That's why I believe this was the bottom, in my opinion. Again, guys, my opinion doesn't have to be yours. Crypto Ted, hello, my friends. 0.25 donut. I just don't see the problem with the guy, nor do I see the point to trash anyone doing TA. I don't pay for anyone's services. Everyone makes bad calls. I remember when you were screaming 46K by the end of the year. I was screaming it, but I was also saying that was my opinion, right? And I was showing why I thought that. But when it went off course, I told you guys it wasn't happening. So, I mean, it is what it is. But I'm not trying to rob you and take your Bitcoin and tell you if you join mine, then I'm going to show you how to do winning trades. That is a scammer, man. If you can't figure that out. Jason Lee Spruce, only watch Savy, Carl the Moon, and Zombie, although Zombie is off the radar at the moment. No new videos for a few days. Yeah, he's just taking a break, man. I talk to Crypto Zombie every once in a while. You know, you can get burnt out on this stuff, definitely. If we keep rolling sideways, I believe we go down still. One more test of bottom and touch the bottom trend, and then we start rockets. Watch out, Savy. BCH is going to lead the bull run this year. That's possible. I'm not saying it's not. I mean, altcoins, you know, a lot of times do that. Depends on who's pumping them, why, and what's up. I think it's hard to analyze crypto based on the past because it's always evolving. Somehow I'm not invested. I'm just watching closely and learning. Yeah, Brody. It is always changing, but trends, you know, trends pretty much usually stay the same. I mean, in the macro, but you know, if Bitcoin was to fail, obviously the trend would change. And Master Disaster Kirby is talking people down and hope y'all sign up for his BS. That's what's making him a douchebag. Yeah, Brody. I mean, it never hurts to put a little bit of money in, just not more than you're willing to lose, just in case. G the maggot, he doesn't show his face. That makes me suspicious. Yeah, that's huge. If someone's not showing their face, there's usually a reason, and that reason's usually because they don't want people to see who they are in public. Just saying. Gene Rich. Jeremy Mosier, best performing asset, bro. You might want to get in. Come on, peeps. Let's all give a donation to Savy in the same time for all that he's done. I appreciate the thought, man. Unless he's actually a woman. When Bitcoin broke, I just watched him to hear his accent. Maybe he's just scary ugly. I don't think so. Could be possible. Probably a gamer in his mom's garage with loads of Red Bulls. I think he's another crypto YouTuber's brother, and if you belong to the Discord for a while, you've seen I posted some pictures and stuff. Just a theory. John Smith, Savvy, what you project we get to this year? I do believe we're going to see new all-time highs this year. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I do daily updates every single morning. It's usually not a live stream. It's usually just right into the charts and show you my opinion of the charts. So definitely make sure you sub. Dirksy, click the Savvy join button, subscribe to True Points of Interest chart-wise. We can all help ourselves learning inside these new channels. Yeah, and guys, don't ever depend on one person, you know, to make your opinion off of. You know, watch people with bullish, bearish, whatever cases. Just watch people that actually look like they know what they're doing and give targets, not just ranges that are $500 ranges. So just my opinion. He works for the banks to fudge you out of your Bitcoin. No, bro, I'm from the first 160 subs and I'm a man. Oh, the pressure is not on now, Savvy. I agree with Crypto Ted, probably a gamer. Oh, yeah. I say 30,000 this year for Bitcoin. Definitely could be. I had this is kind of just an assumption here, but I will bring it up. If we look at the weekly here, and if we look at this top line and this thick bottom line as a triangle and do a measured move off that, I'll show you in more detail why I have this $11,000 target here, and that would be around March of next year. 30,000 ends up around the 10th of August. And again, guys, this is just an assumption based off of, I took a Fibonacci extension from this swing high here to the swing low, and this top of this run we had last year at 13.7 was right at the golden zone, which was, or the golden pocket, which is in between the 0.65 and 618. Well, I took the Fibonacci extension from this high to this low, and the 11,000 is right at that golden pocket between the 0.65 and the 0.618, and that also lines up with this right around February. And if that was the break here, we'd go up, but you know, we could come up here, get rejected, come all the way back down, test this again, bounce in here for a while, who knows. But we'll know more as it comes. Thanks for streaming for us in Europe, bro. Right on, Gene. I reckon he lives in a hostile. Keep hearing the door knocker. I think I joined you just under 3K, I believe. Found out about you from Zombie. Right on. Can you please check BCH chart? Savvy, can you ask the room who is long and who is short? Mike Barbetta wants to know who is long and who is short here. Hit 1 if you're long, hit 2 if you're short, hit 3 if you're not trading. Let's see. Crypto Bagger said I watch all the technical analysts and try to collect all your information. That's the best way to do it, man. I haven't seen any shorts yet. That's not a good sign. Just longs. Alrighty. A lot of longs in here. How many? Where are we at here? 140 people, 130 likes. Not bad. Not bad at all. Thanks, guys. Dirksy 39 Bitcoin. I know what you mean. Trying to be a hero a bit too much. Andrew Mamo said, who already took some targets? Victoria Fasone is short. Pizza is short. Those are the only shorts I really seen. Interesting. All right, guys. where are we at here? Let's take a look real quick. Go into, somebody wanted to see BCH. I guess I'll take a look at it real quick. It's just going to be quick. I don't follow it, so I'm not up on the chart. Actually, I don't want to do it on Kraken. Let's do this. CH. So actually, BCH actually doesn't look bad, but I think it may have topped out here. And let's draw a trend line across. This is a rising wedge, and they usually break down. I would say if it does break the top of this, which is around 2220, if it does break the top of that, it could be pretty damn bullish. But in my opinion, most likely, BCH is most likely headed down to back in this range. Whoops, that's not what I meant. Get that off there. Let me put a price label in there. I'll give you the bullish target too, but most likely headed down to here. And if it does head down to here, it could get ugly if it breaks this trend. But if we were to break up here, let's take a look at that real quick. Let's say we broke out up in this range somewhere. Then we would be looking right around 262 range. Let me put this on here. And if we were to break down over here in this range, we would be looking at, and again, guys, I don't follow this, so I'm not real familiar with the way BCH reacts, but I will show you my bearish and bullish target real quick, and that is them. So that is my quick look. Now I'm going to go back to my Litecoin chart. Somebody just subscribed, I think. Lamond Dupree just subscribed to the channel. Welcome to the channel, man. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, guys. All right, so what are we saying in the chat here? If we can stay above 618 fib, I'll try a long. Well, I'm selling at 77, waiting for one more drop. Been trying to trade this Bitcoin the last 3 weeks, making a little here, a little there, trying to accumulate Bitcoin before the bull run. Same idea I got, Charles. How much do you use when trading on 5x leverage? That all depends on, you know, where you're at and what your account is and whatnot. Everybody is different on how much they trade and whatnot. Leverage too. I mean, yeah, that's another thing. If you guys want another way to support channel, if you are trading, use my trading links down there. I do get a commission off them. There is a Bybit link down there. You get, I think they're back to giving you a $60 sign up bonus when you deposit so much. And then there is a Prime XBT link down there. It gives you a 35% bonus on whatever you deposit. So if you're interested in it, just if you're new to trading, I suggest you try the Bybit testnet. You can use fake money on there before you actually risk real money. And if you know, a lot of people knock on trading. Trading's been around forever. And, you know, if you're smart about it and you learn to trade first, don't just jump into it. You learn to use your stop losses, risk and money management. It's not as bad as people say. Usually the people that are knocking it, tried it, did not really learn, tried to just jump in and do it, and they got totally wrecked without learning anything about trading. Just thought they would get in, trade, make a bunch of money, and lost their ass. That's usually what happens. But if you guys do want, like I said, I do have links down below. It does help the channel out. Tara Hey Savy, quick question. How do you like ELLIPAL? I'm thinking about getting one. I love my ELLIPAL. I use ELLIPAL and Ledger, both. So, and yeah, I like them both. And I do have links down below too. If you guys keep your cryptos safe, get them in your own personal wallet instead of on the exchanges. I do have a Ledger link and an ELLIPAL link down below. Hey Savvy, I had to use your Ledger referral because K-Dubs didn't work. Sweet, thanks, man. How much do you use when trading using leverage? Gene, it depends on how much. If you're new, you shouldn't be even doing leverage. And if you do very low, 5 or less, you can get wrecked pretty quick using leverage. Just be careful. But I suggest just putting in no more than you're willing to lose at any given time. And on leverage, that's another thing that people don't tell people. And people are saying leverage trading is like getting a loan and you can lose more money than you have in there. You cannot lose more than you have in your account if you was to get liquidated. But if you play smart, chances are you shouldn't get liquidated if you're using stop losses. And high leverage is very risky because you can get wicked out in a heartbeat on high leverage. So, you know, just be careful, guys. Yes, the market sentiment is shorts, etc. It is short right now, the market sentiment for sure. What is for you risk management, Savvy? Your risk to reward. I mean, you got to look at what you have in your account, what you're willing to lose, and then look at your risk to reward. There is a risk to reward tool in here if you look at your trades. And basically, just a quick example. All right, let's go back to Bitcoin. Okay, say we broke down here. My risk, there is a risk to reward tool, and let me set one up real quick and take a look at it. Looking at it for a long position, and that would be if we were to break here. So I would set my long just above this triangle right here, and I would look at my short, you know, put my stop loss. Say I put my stop loss here, and I was aiming to, let's say I was aiming to the 7,500, right? So I'm aiming for a 1.89% gain. I'm risking 0.23 to get that 1.8, but actually I would be looking more towards 75. So I'd be looking for a 3% gain, which on leverage, if you're 2 times leverage, I'd be a 6%. If you're on 5 times, that'd be a 15%. With a 0.23% risk to it. So my risk is way lower. And I would have to, when I set that stop loss, if I'm not willing to lose whatever this is at, then I don't trade it. It's pretty simple. My reward to risk ratio depends on how patient I am. Yeah, patience is huge. You know, trying to make trades when there's really not a good trade setup is extremely dangerous, and I'm guilty of that too. I do that when I get bored. But if you actually just are patient and just wait for good setups, and that's what I'm going to do in our members group chat for the Discord, the members only, is mainly just look at really good trade setups. So there won't be, I mean, I'm not saying there won't be small trade setups that we post in there, but I'm going to be more focused on the big trades, the big trade setups. And that's what I want to steer that towards. As you guys know, I was more of a swing trader than a day trader. I have been dabbling in day trading and some scalping, and it's been pretty profitable, but I feel much safer with the longer term swing trades. I'm looking at 20 to 30 fold gain long term with a fully backed cash position. Nice, Steve. I trade 10% of my capital. Is that okay? I wouldn't trade 10%. 2 to 5 maybe. But that's me, man. Everybody's risk tolerance is different. Gee, the maggot boredom is a money killer for sure, man. But anyways, yeah, and we'll talk about that stuff too, risk management. And like I said, we have a free Discord group. There's a link to it in the description below the video. Definitely check it out. Something I want to point out real quick, guys, is this definitely looks like it's ready to break at some point. As you can see, look at this volume. The volume has declined to almost nothing. So there's going to be a break here, whether it be up or down, very soon. Like I said, the down, I'm looking for the 71.28. If we break above the 73.87, I'm looking at least the 75 to 7600. But yeah, I have a $73 average now and adding for dollar cost average. Nice. I used to do that as well. So Brody, but I own 1 Bitcoin only. Haha, damn, I want more. First goal is to recover all my losses in the past years. Tom, hopefully you're not doing it as revenge trading. That will kill you too if you're just trying to get back money you lost. That's extremely dangerous and emotions involved. I do not suggest that. Emotions will wreck you trading. If you ever noticed, have you ever bought or went in long or went in short, and the instant you do, say you hit a short, boom, it goes up, or you hit a long, boom, it goes down, and it seems like you're the only one playing and the exchange is just trading against you. That's because human emotion will tell you to do the exact opposite a lot of times than what you're supposed to do. Dan T, buy and hold is my strategy. Good strategy. Time in the market is more important than timing the market. True, Steven. I need at least another half Bitcoin and then trade. I will always have and own 1. Right on, Tom. Dean, holding Litecoin long, is this a good idea? Do you believe in Litecoin? Answer that. All right, guys, I think I'm going to get off of here. We'll probably have a break here shortly after I get off at some point, after I get offline. But yeah, watch for a break of the 73.50, and that would mostly be a bullish move. Like I said, actually, to be safe, I wouldn't do anything till a break of 7,400. If we break that, I'd be looking to start collecting profit at about 75.50. If we break below, let's see, if we break below the 72.80 range, I would be looking for a short. And if you're going to long or short these guys, make sure you use stop losses. But I would be looking for short to around 71.80 or 71.28 range, possibly. Actually, I wouldn't even enter that, guys, unless it broke 72.30, which is at 0.618 there. But yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate everything. Don't forget to at least check out the join button down below and see if you're interested in the membership. Also, my wife's webpage down there for crypto merch, anchorimage.com. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. I appreciate each and every one of you stopping by, and I appreciate all of your guys' support. Don't forget to check out the free Discord. It's totally free down below. And yeah, there are other affiliate links down there really help the channel out also, guys. But remember, when you watch the daily updates in the morning, don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment. Please, it really helps. Thanks a lot, guys. I am out of here. As soon as I figure out how to get out.